Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final project presentation. For our project, we decided to work on TA bot presentation. This project is worked on by Anna Veronica, Harshita, Janvi, and Shivani. Right. Conversational AI systems are considered to be next generation of chatbots with reading and comprehension capabilities that enhance user experience. Our approach. In our quest to build a good chatbot, we decided to try using different datasets as many models as we could within a week for better understanding. We used two different datasets, the Stanford Question Answering Dataset or SQUAD and Cornell Movie Dialogues Corpus as they differ in both structure and the kind of data they contain. Squad dataset is a reading comprehension dataset. The creators sampled 536 from top 10,000 Wikipedia articles, extracted a total of 23,215 individual paragraphs. Squad is considered to be good as the answer is more complex and thus require more intensive reasoning. The preprocessing. The squad dataset was first converted from JSON file to CSV. The dataset was then cleaned to remove unknown characters and all the sentences were set to lowercase and finally tokenized. Due to computational constraints, the first 20,000 data points were taken. The FAQ dataset was similarly processed and a vocabulary was created using the tokens from both datasets. We wanted to be able to fit the same models in our FAQ data that we did on Squad. The solutions that we came up with was to create a custom context for FAQ data. An article consists of 5 paragraphs: grading, deadlines, exercise homeworks, projects, course material, and general that answered the questions in the FAQ train set was written and annotated to contain the start index of each answer in the paragraph. Over to Shivani to explain our modeling part.
So we created three different types of models for the squad dataset. The first model was the base model. This was a simple RNA network with two RNN layers, and this was used to evaluate the performance of the other models. Secondly, we created a sequence to sequence model. The sequence to sequence learning is about training models to convert sequences from one domain to another domain. This can be used to generate natural language answers given a natural language question. The sentences were first converted into three NumPy arrays: encoder input data, decoder input data, and decoder target data. The decoder input data is a three-dimensional array with the shape of the number of pairs, the maximum length of the question, and the vocabulary length. This was one hot vectorized. Secondly, the decoder input data is a three-dimensional array of the number of pairs, max answer length, and the vocabulary length. And this was a one-hot vectorization of the answers. The decoder data is same as the decoder input data, but it is offset by one timestamp. With this, a basic LSTM model was created to predict decoder target data given encoder input data and decoder input data. Finally, we created a BERT model. BERT, which stands for Bidirectional Encoder Representations from Transformers, is a transformer-based machine learning technique for natural language processing pre-trained developed by Google. BERT is used for text extraction. The goal here was to find the span of text in the paragraph and then that answers the question. So the context and the questions are fed as inputs into BERT. Two vectors, S and T, are created with a dimension equal to that of the hidden states in the BERT. The probability of each token being the start and end span of the answer span is created, and a dot product between S and T of the last layer followed by softmax over all tokens. The end of the token answer is computed similarly with vector T. The BERT model is then fine-tuned and S and T are learned along the way. Harshita will now talk about the Cornell Movie Dialogues corpus.
The Cornell Movie Dialogues corpus is extracted from raw movie scripts, which contains of about 220,000 conversational exchanges between almost 10,000 pairs of movie characters from about 600 movies and plenty of metadata for analysis. For preprocessing the Cornell dataset, a function was created to remove the unknown characters from sentences, and all the sentences were set to lowercase. Short forms of different words present in the sentences were replaced by their full forms. A new data frame was made to analyze the lengths of different sentences present in the dataset, and after looking into this dataset, we saw that while the maximum length of a sentence present in the dataset was around 1,128 characters, 90% of the sentences had a length less than 25, and the mean length of all the sentences present was around 11. So we decided to restrict the dataset to only those sentences which had a minimum length of 2 characters and a maximum length of 20 words. And finally, the sentences were tokenized. Due to computational constraints, only the first 20,000 data points were taken. The FAQ dataset was similarly pre-processed, and a vocabulary was created using tokens from both the datasets. For the modeling part, firstly, we used a simple model with an embedding layer with pre-trained GLOVE embeddings and 2 RNN layers as the baseline models. To see if the results we got from the sequence to sequence trained on Squad had anything to do with the absence of context, we trained a model with the same architecture with GLOVE embeddings. We wanted to see how attention contributed to the question answering task and trained a transformer model. Transformers are based on the idea of self-attention. Our model uses a multi-headed attention layer with scale dot product attention. Hyperparameter tuning, mainly increasing the dropout rate while training, gave us improved results. We then trained it using a GPT-2. A GPT-2 is built with transformer decoder, only blocks, and uses auto-regression with mass self-attention. While looking for ideal models for designing a question answering system, we came to know about GPT, though a good text generator doesn't do well on question answering tasks, but we wanted to check out that theory ourselves. We fine-tuned GPT-2 on our separate variations of the FAQ dataset. One, the original one with questions and answer, and the second, which was the FAQ data with custom context that we created for comparison. Overall, the predictions in the second model made much more sense, though the results were largely inconclusive as the dataset was way too small.
The results. The baseline models, despite having good accuracy, had basically no predictive power. Sequence-to-sequence predictions on both datasets were influenced by the training set, despite fine-tuning it with the FAQ data, and they didn't make a lot of sense. The transformer models trained on Cornell Dialogues corpus could answer questions, but not accurately enough. OpenAI's GPT-2 is a great text generator, but it wasn't trained enough to work well on our data, and the results were largely inconclusive. The BERT model was able to correctly answer many of the test questions. However, the model could have performed better had it been fine-tuned on a dataset larger than the FAQ data. Conclusions. We weren't able to formally evaluate any of the models with established metrics and would like to do that. We fine-tuned the GPT-2 model with the FAQ data, which was just too small to make any conclusions about how it worked on a question answering task. Despite that, some of the outputs that we got actually made sense. We'd like to train it a little longer for a bigger data set, which has augmented data. Text generation and question answering are really interesting areas, and there are a lot of ways we could have made our models better with techniques like ask, answer, distillation, etc. Thank you. We had a lot of fun making this project.